We got 2 days back-to-back bearish price action happening on Bitcoin, Altcoin and Ethereum, guys. What is happening is that we are kind of getting rejected once again, which is coming again from the guppy top. We did attempt to close a candle above $44,000, but we had crazy amount of bearish divergence, and then we had a crazy amount of hidden bearish divergence in the market as well. Because if you compare this price point right here with this price point right here, guys, we can see that the RSI was at your 50 reads, whereas bulls did whatever they had in their pockets to push the price action to the upside all the way towards $41,000, but we ultimately formulated a bearish divergence with your bigger picture having a hidden bearish divergence. Two sorts of bearish divergence played out from a technical perspective in the market, guys. By the way, this video is also going to be a good looking advice to all the traders, investors and hodlers in the market as a whole. So if you want to skip to that part in this video, you can simply do that, guys. I'll leave the links to the chapters in the description so you can just simply navigate to that part of the video. Okay, let's decipher the price action on Bitcoin right here. Let's get rid of the guppy indicator and let's just simply put on all the horizontal levels right here. You kind of lost 41,000, guys. You simply lost 41,000. So in the coming days, we can expect this entire region to act as a good looking resistance. So whatever happens in the coming days is most likely going to be a bearish retest, guys. Most likely we will set in a lower high and then we'll keep on continuing towards the range lows. The only reason why I'm talking about a revisit to the range lows is because this market was being run by Mr. Ethereum, guys. And what is Ethereum doing right here? It's very fucking disappointing, honestly. This is simply breaking below the grind line, and yes, we're kind of initiating this bearish move. This entire bearish move has just started, guys. If you remember what I was talking about in the price action structure on Ethereum, it was the fact that you simply can't get rid of these grind breakdowns. One more time, guys. Grind and a breakdown. Grind and a breakdown once again, and then in the small time frames also grind and a breakdown once again, guys. We are kind of grinding and breaking down once again. So this kind of gives me a lot of backing towards the fact that we're going to be visiting the range lows on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and most of the cryptocurrencies are going to be having that shortcomings in the market, guys. Bulls are most likely going to be punished, right? Unfortunately, bulls are not going to win this time until we visit a range lows and until we at least try to formulate a midterm bottom in the range lows, guys. Now the best bullish case in the market would be looking at the 3-day time frame and hoping for the price action to create a good looking bullish divergence come from the bottom right here, guys. What do you want Ethereum to do in the market? You just want this to simply go towards these levels and set in a bullish divergence, which is going to be an RSI read above 30 on a closing basis, guys. If that happens, yes, we can talk about reversal moves coming from these levels, and then we can talk about continuation, guys. But honestly, that's going to be simply hoping for good things to happen in the market for us, right? But guys, look, we're not here to hope about the goddamn market. We're simply trading the fucking price action. So the grind resolved itself to the downside. What do we have right here? We have a good looking trading range to capitalize on, guys. We got a 16% range on Ethereum to capitalize on to the downside. Remember, do not dig your head deep into the small time frames because the small time frames are going to be very choppy, guys. This is what a bear trend looks like. It's going to be very choppy. All the 5 to 6% ranges are not even supposed to be at your stop loss foundations, guys, if you're swing trading these crypto markets, right? Because most likely if you're placing stop losses in 5 to 6% ranges in the market, 90% of the time the stop loss is going to be hit. So what you can do is, even if you are going to be placing your stop losses at 10% ranges, manage your risk and manage your trade in such a way that the 10% drawdown doesn't take a lot of hit on you, guys. That is what you have to do. You have to be a smart position manager in these kind of landscape, right? You have to be a good fund manager and a money manager in general as a whole, guys. Look, you're fucking trading the markets, so anyway, have to be that, right? Anyways, guys, so the Ethereum's price action is mostly telling us that, yeah, going to be having a bad time for most of the altcoins, the market in general, right? All right, so let's conclude with the guppy indicator right here. On the daily time frame, we had 2 rejections, guys. 2 rejections back to back coming from the top guppy indicator, and the trend still stays. The downtrend still stays, guys. This entire leg to the upside was your simple retest or a simple correction, guys. This was a simple correction in a downtrend, right? The overall trend is still to the downside. Most likely we'll visit the range lows, and if we lose this one, guys, we're going to be targeting a $1,500 Ethereum once again in the market. Okay, guys, all right, now let's jump on to the good part of the video. Number 1, what are you supposed to do in these kind of landscape as a trader in the market? Having an overnight position in such kind of landscape is going to be a little difficult. I'm not going to lie about this fact, guys. Look, the markets can simply drift sideways, or they can simply continue their downtrend for a very long time, more than somebody can simply expect, guys. This is something that was happening all throughout 2018, right? This was simply drifting itself for a very long time, and huge open interest towards the long positions in the market simply capitulated when this entire resolution happened to the downside, guys, which kind of brings you back to the point that the market can simply drift sideways and stay range bound for more than you can expect. So as a trader, do not go for an overnight position, guys. Alright, so if you do have a system working for your risk management metrics as well, you can certainly do that, but the better thing to be done right here in these kind of landscapes is to settle your balance every day, guys. Just trade and just settle your balance and move on. Come back the next day, trade your price action, and then fuck off once again from the market, and then come back the other day, guys. Do not hold overnight positions. This is at least what is something that I'll follow for the rest of the month itself, or maybe for the rest of the Q2 for this entire year as well, guys, until we do have a directional trending bias on the market. This is something which you have to do as a day trader. What are you supposed to do as an investor in the market, guys? Look, you simply have to dollar cost average. You have to DCA. If you're thinking long term as an investor, your time horizon is supposed to be at least 5 to 10 years, guys. 10 years on the bigger end, 5 years on the shorter end. This is what we are talking about in terms of cryptocurrency, right? We're not talking about equities and indices, guys. If you simply want to invest in equities and indices, just buy it and forget about it, and maybe cash it when you are 80 years old or something like that. We're talking about crypto assets right here. We're simply talking about 5 to 10 year event horizon in terms of your investment as well. Keep on scaling, keep on dollar cost averaging until Bitcoin reaches $30,000. Hell, even if Bitcoin loses $30,000, keep on dollar cost averaging all the way towards bottom side of $16,000 as well, guys. I'll talk about the macro cycle analysis that I was supposed to do probably tomorrow. Most likely, guys, we'll do that. Most likely we'll talk about the long-term trends on Bitcoin from the BLX index itself. But most likely the best strategy in terms of investing in crypto markets is going to be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin all the way towards $16,000, guys. Now, what are you supposed to do if you are not interested in Bitcoin whatsoever? Do that for Ethereum. Do that for Solana. Or maybe do that for Avalanche as well, guys. Basically, do the dollar cost average thing for something which is being used in the market, right? Do not fucking dollar cost average it into something which is like an NFT, right? Don't fucking cost average yourself into an NFT, because let this entire bubble burst, guys. We got to be going through a lot of shaky environment. We have to go through corrections in the market. The speculation game is over. So what essentially happens after speculation is that you go through crazy amount of corrections. Cost average yourself into something that is being used in the market. Solana blockchain is being used. Ethereum blockchain is most certainly being used. And Bitcoin right here is a store of value, guys. Bitcoin is not going anywhere, right? Stick to assets and dollar cost average into assets that are not going anywhere. All right, what are you supposed to do in these markets as a hodler? Stop taking investment advice from fucking YouTube, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is a straight up message to all the people who are willing to hodl throughout their life, right? Guys, am I a hodler? I'm going to be completely honest. No, guys, I don't hodl. I swing trade the market. My swing trading can be extended all the way for 6 months or 7 months as well. But I'm not a hodler in the market, guys. That's a different story altogether. But if you're hodling crypto assets, stick to value investments, guys. Stick to value investments. I do believe there are a lot of good channels in this entire video delivery, content delivery space that will teach you how to find value in your investment terms as a whole. So do some value investing. Always research. Do your research every single day, guys. You have to leave some headroom in your brain for R&D, for research and development. Literally every day, right? At least give yourself an hour or something like that, just going across crypto markets, looking at Twitter. I don't know, look, guys, don't take investment advice from Twitter as a whole, but just take a look at how the development is going across all the Web3 projects, right? And maybe how the development is working across all the DeFi, lending and borrowing protocols as well, guys. Maybe you can jump into GameFi as well. So you see, I'm pressing on the research side of things more. If you are hodling, if you are in crypto assets to simply hodl, your research game should be the strongest, guys. Your research game should be way ahead of anything else, right? So this is what you're supposed to do as a trader, as an investor, and as a simple hodler in the market, guys. With that said, I'll wind up this video right here, right now. And if it was helpful, guys, just share this video and hit that like right here, right now. I'll catch all of you pretty soon. Bye for now.